Hi guys, welcome back to my readings. I trust you guys are having a great weekend. I hope you got out a little bit, mingled, did something different, enjoyed the day in one way or another. I decided to do a couple of more readings as I have been guided to do so. This one here is messages from your guides. See what they have to tell you for the week of March 11th through to the 18th. This could be basically the entire month. This is good advice that you could follow if you want to, if it resonates with you. If it doesn't, it's okay as well. I'm also going to be putting out another one after this one to do with angelic messages for the month of March, namely the second half of March, because we've already gone through pretty much the first half. So let's see what the advice is. The first two cards, which if you want me to follow the format that I have been doing up to now, or the new format that I started doing, could pertain to your economy, to your money, or it could just pertain to either your romantic life or life in general. Alright, so the first card is the Wise Woman of Wonderland. Following your integrity. Don't compromise the things that you desire just to please others, or to not seem like your opinions may be above other people. Or let's say you need to get a raise at work, you'd like to improve your economy, you need to be your authentic self. You need to say, okay, listen, I could use a raise. If there's any type of compromise that you need to do, either step up your game at work, be more perfect if you work with numbers. Try not to let too many details slide, because it does make a difference. I'm not sure to everyone if this is going to be different, but you need to be more your authentic self in order to improve your economy. Either raise your vibrations, ask for what you need at work, and don't compromise. Kind of stick to your guns, because sometimes it may not work immediately, but down the line it works. They find a reason that they could give you that raise or give you that promotion. You have to compromise something in the middle, but always know that you have to meet them halfway. Either bosses, people, if you're starting your own business, everyone that you have to deal with in order to get it going. The new things that you'll have to learn, perhaps teachers or mentors or websites, or however you need to do it. But in order to improve your finances for the month of March, you need to be more of your authentic self, your integrity. Don't let others cross boundaries, or don't dumb yourself down, in other words. Stick to your guns. Sometimes you may have to compromise, and for other things, don't compromise. You have your knowledge, you have the experiences that you have already been through, whether it's in romance or life in general, or your finances, if you want to give it that type of a meaning to the first two cards. You have your experiences. You're already a very wise soul. It comes from other lifetimes if you're working with talents. So you need to stick with it. Don't compromise who you truly are internally, what really makes you tick, what makes you happy, what makes your soul just sing. There's a feeling that you get when you're on your life path. There's something that you're supposed to be doing. There's this certain inner feeling that you get, that it's almost like a ringing, because you're following divine guidance, or your higher self, the universe, whatever works for you, whatever you want to call it. But there is a feeling, even if it's just a little piece to that puzzle, to that talent, to that purpose that makes you want to get up every day, that makes you want to move forward and do the things that you absolutely love. So don't compromise that. But if you do have to meet someone halfway in order to make things better for you, economically wise, then by all means, find a happy medium, some type of a compromise. But don't compromise the real things, the true things that make you happy. Don't compromise, because then you'll just be heading in the wrong direction. You'll find a lot of obstacles or things you need to overcome. But communication also will be something very important in order for you to get your point across, exactly how far you'll go, what you will do, uh, how many hoops you have to jump through in order to get your own business going. I mean, it's different for everyone, even a relationship. Communication is going to be key. There may be some things that you need to research, that you look into before you communicate the things that you want. Perhaps there's open positions where you work, and you may want to look into it first, see what are the responsibilities. Is this something that you're really going to want to take on? Are you willing to compromise that much for that position to improve your economy? But communication is going to help, and being true to yourself will as well, okay? When it comes to your economy, to your love life, to your life in general. Learn to communicate. Research if you have to before you bring up a new idea, a new passion, or start going in a new direction. Because you may have to answer to other people before you can achieve your goals, and you need to know what the heck you're talking about. Alright, now when it comes to your work, what you do for a living, what you would like to do if you had your own business, or your own business, okay? So this is all about your work or your self-employment if you are self-employed. Remember, the Lady of the Mirror has come out. Remember your reflection. Remember that we're all basically reflections of each other, the things that we need to work on, the things that we're good at. I mean, it's always being reflected back from other people. We just need to catch the little hints, little subtle hints that show us that this is something that I should learn to do with my own personality. This is the way I should act. This is something I need to tweak. This is something I really don't ever want to bring that energy into my life. So we're constantly learning, and we need to learn not to be judgmental, okay? Because sometimes people put either more of a workload on us. I mean, they don't come to work a lot, you know. So you have to pick up the slack. And sometimes you can become a little bit judgmental when it comes to your job, people you work with, people around you, your own business if you have to guide others or work in a team. Remember not to be judgmental of the other people or their shortcomings, because they're going through struggles and they're going through things in their lives as well. And even if it's making you work harder, you're learning something from it. Your stamina is getting tougher because you're like, okay, I didn't know I could do this, but I did it. You know, I did it and I did good, and you have a good feeling about that as well. So remember, no judgments. Try not to be judgmental for the rest of the month, because perhaps some of us have been a bit already. And the Lady of the Mirror is showing us that reflection, saying, hey, you need to relax with your judgments or the way that you think about others, because that could be reflected back to you, and you don't want that. Plus, we're not the judges here. There's other beings appointed for that, and it isn't us. We're here to learn, to experience. So the winged ones, angelic help, miraculous aid that just comes out of nowhere, and they go, wow, how did this happen? Starts to happen in your life because you're starting to see your reflection at work, or how can I do this, earn more money, earn a better position at work. You know, the people that are around me, there's a lot of competition. You know, you could be thinking and you're like, well, what do I got to do in order to be the one that, that excels? You know, you step up your game, you do what you got to do. But don't be judgmental over other people, okay? Because it's not going to work out. You do what you need to do in order to get ahead, and don't worry about what others are doing, even if it's making you work harder, is what I was trying to say. I kind of lost the channeled message there, so sometimes it's quicker than I can catch it all. Just know that you're going to have assistance when it comes to your job this week or for the remainder of March. It's going to seem to come out of nowhere, something that happens, maybe a new position is invented for where you work, and it's like, okay, you're perfect for this position. You're thinking, wow, this is something I wanted, but I didn't know how it was going to materialize, and here it is, something brand new, some new passion, some new path, something new that happens, and and nobody really else is available for it except you're the next one, or you're the one that should be, you know, put into that position because of something that you do. It could go in that direction. It could also be someone that steps into your life to help you. There could be many ways that by learning not to judge others, by learning to look at that reflection and gain from it, get better, you will have that miraculous help that comes from nowhere. It comes from the universe. It comes from our angels. It comes from guides also that whisper in our ears that help us, set us on the right path. So be open to any type of guidance. Be open for any lessons that you're going to be confronted with this week in the reflection of other people. They may push your buttons. Learn to work it the other way. Learn to go in the other direction. Raise that vibration as opposed to letting it bring you down, because it's going to be a difficult week. You know, when it comes to work or even your own employment, you're going to have to really get others to move. You're going to make them perhaps a little uncomfortable, but you need to learn to work with that energy, or else, you know, you cannot lead. So you need to be able to lead gently, but yet get your point across. Remember, we're not compromising a whole lot this week as well. We're being told we may have to compromise some of the things that we're doing or would like to happen this week, but it'll be somewhere 50-50. Remember, communication is important, and the way that you say things as well, especially when you're dealing with the reflection from other people. Be careful what you say this week so that it doesn't affect others or makes you look somewhere in a negative light to others. Be careful, because you're trying to move up when it comes to your finances. Improve them one way or the other. The next set of cards, this could be representing romance for those of you that are single, if I'm following the format. Again, this could represent a person coming into your life. It could just represent your life in general for this week. And if you're single, this is what's come out for that position. The first card, the Sun Dancers. Joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance. So, with this angelic help that we're going to be receiving because of our lessons that we're learning with the reflection, with our communication, not overstepping our boundaries, not allowing others to, sticking to our guns and the things that we want and believe and what we desire to manifest, we're becoming very abundant. And our communication is getting better with ourselves, with others. So abundance is heading our way. Abundance in all areas of your life, if that is what you're desiring, or abundance in one area of your life. This area represents the singles. So if you're single and you're hoping to manifest a new partner, there could be one on the way. By getting out there and doing things that you enjoy, spending at least 1 hour a day doing something that makes you happy. Joyful activity, a celebration of life, will bring in that abundance. For those of you that want a partner, there it is. There you are with your other half. Okay, the partner is coming. Following your intuition. Opening up, allowing the universe to bring the gifts to you that you are asking for. If we're closed off, we will block the angelic energy, which is very soft. It's very soft, and it's delicate, gentle. It's an energy that's very soft. When you feel it, it makes you tingle. So you need to be open to that energy. You need to be able to allow it in, allow it to bring the gifts that it's bringing into your life. So every morning, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my family. Thankful for the energy allowing me to expand with family, with children. I have grandchildren, you know. So I'm very happy. I'm very grateful for all those things that they're good, that they're healthy, that they're moving on. You know, they're experiencing their life, and I'm very thankful. Those are, you know, the kind of things that you need to wake up and tell the universe every morning. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for my family, for my job, for my vehicle that gets me to my job, for my bills, you know. They give me something to work for, to strive for, to improve for. So by doing that and celebrating, getting out there and celebrating your life, the things that you love to do, the things that you want to do, something new that you've never done, do it. Get out and do it. You're being guided, so you need to listen, because that's what's going to bring more of the things that you are asking the universe into your life. A relationship, a position, this, that, everything. A home for some of you. Now, the other energy is the prison wharf. Self-sabotage, poverty consciousness. Well, I'm not kidding. This card did come out reversed. So, the prison wharf. You're not in that self-sabotage mentality anymore. You have raised your vibration enough to allow these blessings that are coming in from the divine. Boom. Guidance that you won't be able to go any other direction. Blessings that are coming from winged ones. You're not going to have that poverty consciousness, thinking less than what you deserve. That way you don't block that soft little energy from the angels that says, yes, you deserve what you want, and why not? We're supposed to have abundant lives, but a lot of things block that. A lot of things get in the way. Our own thoughts, our actions, they get in the way, because as you reap, you will sow, and so on and so forth. It's just a circle, a cycle, a turning of a season of the wheel. And you just move on, and you keep experiencing the same thing over and over again if you don't learn, if you don't get rid of this self-sabotage mentality, or the poverty consciousness where I don't deserve that. You know, I can't make my bills. I don't have enough money coming in. I want more, I want more, I want more. I've met a lot of people that say that, and it's like, wow. You don't appreciate the wonderful things that you have already, this gift that you just received, and you're thinking already that you want more. You know, that puts a negative thought out to the universe. I don't know if you're following. You should be. That self-sabotage, that poverty consciousness where, oh, whatever I make, I don't have enough. So you're always going to have that thought. You're always going to be striving to make that more and more and more, because you don't have enough. When you start appreciating that you do have enough, and you start seeing it for what it is, then it starts to come in, like in all areas, whatever it is you consider abundance. Money, health, friends, whatever. For everyone it's different. But you're not going to be in this mentality anymore. You have learned you don't want to go there anymore. So you're getting your gifts. They're finally starting to come in. You're finally starting to feel the energy lift. You feel lighter. You feel a bit happier, like you have more direction, like you can kind of see where you want to go, what direction you want to go in, the people that you'll have to deal with to get there. So it's kind of painting a really nice picture. A lot of this is channeled, so I hope I am making sense to you guys, because right now I'm taking a break. I just split the cards open, because I wanted to tell you that when I did my weekly reading, as soon as I shut the camera off and I uploaded the video and I decided I was going to go and do something else, the deck called me. I got it. I meditated, shuffled, put the cards down, and I went and did the things that I had to do. So these cards, the reason I'm not shuffling live is because I already did that. Except I left because there were things I needed to do. So I had to come back to the reading, because I needed to do this. So hence why the cards are on the table, and they're really beautiful, the stories that they're telling. So I hope that I am making sense, okay? So I will proceed. The next two cards are going to represent couples, relationships, people that are already in an existing relationship, are married, just met someone, and communicating with somebody. You don't really know the person yet, you know, but you really want to get to know them. La da da. This could also represent, again, people, situation, work, general life, right? So the messages are, again, with the dwarf mentality, or poverty, sorry. The hungry ghosts, obsessions, scarcity, consciousness, and attachment. Hungry, always wanting more with that feeling. You can't stay in the moment. You want something to happen, and you're like always either trying to push that energy ahead, finding out what's going on, obsessing over something or another, an obsession perhaps either with a person, with a thing, with a situation, not allowing the right timing. You're trying to force the energy to bring something into your life too quickly. You're obsessing over it. Again, the scarcity consciousness, not thinking that what you have in the moment is enough. So for those of you that are in a relationship, you're wanting it to go to the next level. You're wanting your partner to do something or step up his game, do something different, something that you're hoping for, because you're not seeing the moment that what you have is enough, that it's something that you're learning at this moment, that everyone is trying their best. You need to see what you have already and appreciate it so that you can make the magic happen, that turn of events, that gift that comes. Attachment to the outcome as well. If you're in a relationship, you can't always be attached to the outcome of what's going to happen. What if they leave me? What if they go out? What if they... Don't ever do that. No attachments to what ifs or what's coming next, or I don't have enough in this relationship, I'm not receiving enough. Perhaps you are. Perhaps you need to see things from a different perspective and not be so attached to the outcomes of all the activities or all the things that are happening. Know that you have enough where you are, with whom you are, the lessons that you are learning. Don't obsess about the future. Don't obsess about the past. Let it go. If you had a lot of scarcity before, don't bring it into the future energy. Leave it behind. Don't obsess over what ifs when you don't have what's happening yet. Live for the moment and appreciate what you do have, where a relationship is concerned, or a situation, a job. Appreciate it for what it is and try to do your very best at that relationship. Give it what you deserve to be given back. And if you do that and you see that the other person isn't doing the same, you need to converse with them and say, hey, look, you know, we need to do this, or I would like it if this and that happen, and try not to be attached to the outcome as to what happens. You could always express what you would want, okay, to the other person or to a situation, but then you're working with divine guidance. You're working with, what if you should be going in a different direction? What if you should just be waiting? So the energy may be blocked. So you have to wait, be more patient for the things that you do desire in that relationship or in that situation, in that job. If you can do that, if you can break away from those thoughts or trying to push the energy forward, or feeling like you don't have enough of a particular situation or a thing or a person, or that it's not manifesting quick enough, slow down. Release yourself from the attachment of the outcome. Put your thoughts and your actions into something that you enjoy doing. Something that's going to relieve the stress or the push to do something different, or to push the energy too quickly. You will get your abundance. Gaia's garden, abundance of the things that you are desiring, what you're trying to fulfill yourself with, what you're trying to bring into this relationship or into this situation, what you would like it to be. You are manifesting it in a beautiful way, in a very abundant way. You are reaping what you sow. You have learned to break away from this, asking too much and being more grateful, raising that energy so that these gifts come to us of abundance from Mother Earth. Mother Earth is going to bless us for the good things that we do. We deserve it. And your relationship will be fruitful, will be abundant. Don't try to push that energy forward too quickly. The things that you're desiring are manifesting, they're coming about. But remember, we're working with guidance. We're working with that energy of the divine. So we have to wait for that energy to kind of fall into our lives. Grace, it brings us together. Follow that guidance that you are being given. Alright, now the card of the surprise. What's going to be the big surprise this remainder of this month for us? The Well Watcher. Wise information that comes to a person. Something important, a message that you hear that's very important. It can come from your guides. It can come from angels. It can come from your higher self, the Well Watcher. There's a wish that you're going to make. And you have to pay attention to when the messages come in for that wish that you have made. Because it will come. Wisdom, power of the divine. There's some wise information that's coming your way. You need to open up to this information. Even if it just gets told to your unconscious mind when you are sleeping. Open up to the new information that's coming, the new direction, the wish, something that you've put out there. This will be the surprise. But for some of you, there's some important communication coming that you need to pay attention to. Also, there's a wish. Wishing well is back there. And you're the Well Watcher. Awaiting for that one particular dream, that one particular wish that you put out there. And that you've been working diligently to try to raise your vibrations to meet this vibration from this wish that you have. And it's coming. It's coming. It's coming through a message divinely given to you or to another person, if it's a person that you're waiting for. Someone to materialize. Now, the challenge or the obstacle card for the month is the Arrow Master. Hitting the mark and then detaching from the outcome. This card works well for Sagittarius as well. There's something that you guys are desiring and you're trying to hit the mark and it's very difficult. But you have to put all of your intentions into it. And then detach from the outcome. But you have to take action. This is going to be the struggle. Being able to hit the mark. Being able to get that divinely guided message that comes, or that intuitive thought, or a piece of paper that lands in front of you when you're walking. I mean, it could happen like in many ways that we can get this wise ones to bring us messages. Okay, they can come in a book, something you read, something someone says, a piece of paper, like I said, that you pick up and you look at it and you go, wow, this is the answers to something that I've been asking. And it can happen. I've seen it happen. There's communication that needs to occur, either from you or another person. And there's also this wish, this one thing, that you have to hit that mark, just what you want. And you're being able to materialize this. And just keep moving forward. Keep your intentions focused on what you want to materialize, what you want to manifest. And shoot that arrow out there and make it hook into what you want. And then start taking action each day to manifest it, to make the energy open up and just bring you what you want. What do you think, guys? I hope you've enjoyed this reading. flow. The River Queen. It's asking you to flow with the energy. Don't try to force it to go in a particular way, a particular person, a particular thing, place, job, nothing. Allow the energy to flow. Ask for what you want. And then just go with the natural movement of your everyday activity and the way that the energy will move you. If you leave in your car and you see that there's 10 cars coming this way and no car coming that way, go that way. Go around, go here, go there. Even the traffic will be made a little easier for you if you focus on the flow of energy and what seems to be an obstacle and what doesn't, and follow it and see how that goes. Because the Lady of Lightning says surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. You shift that paradigm and things begin to happen like magic. Yes. A big surprise. Yes. It could be a big shock. Something that finally breaks open, that comes to you, you're like, what? Oh my God, I'm in shock. And you're going to say, I'm in shock. I am in shock that this has happened, or this has gone down this way, or this is exactly what I said I wanted, and boom, there it is. Be aware that this could happen. It's all in what you believe and what you work for and how you work the energy around you. Let me know if you like the reading. Bye for now. Oh, by the way, if you would like a private reading with me, check my email down below. Write to me. We'll set up a time. Bye for now.